Hey, what's up? How's it going? Oof. All right. Hang on. I don't want people to fucking scream during my stream. I should still have some sunlight in the house. Right. Hello, what's up? How you doing? And all that. Oop. This is where we were yesterday. Ugh. Alright. So, what was left to do since yesterday? Juicy one. Hmm. There she goes. There she goes. Oh. You're the dedicated magic potion brewer. You're the warlock of the team. Hey Ice Wolf, what's up? Honestly, that would be the smartest way to go with this overlay. Have every person being dedicated to do something. One person is dedicated to Phoebe's attacks. Another is dedicated to knowing which form is perfect for each moment. One person is the potion brewer. One person is like, oh wait a minute, we need more item to craft. You know, so that way you have like a unified viewer experience. Add that to the counter. I hope everybody is doing great today. This nice Saturday. I hope it's not too hot wherever you are. Me, I'm at the point where I can have the window closed and it's actually bearable. Matter of fact, I think people stop screaming. But have that slightly open like that. Yeah, there we go. Let a little bit of air in. Oh, another child. That's the girl. This time. Oh, wait a minute. The VNet is still on because something happened. Let me, how do I do that? Like this, and here also like that, there, bam. Oop. That's something I never, like, how? Hey, you have another child now, another chance. Fish. Oh, that's cheating. They prevented Facsimile's Spark 2 trigger by attacking so quickly. Yeah, there we go. That's a win. Rainy zones are just Facsimile's forte in this form. Rainy zones are perfect for her in this form. Mountains are perfect for the tank form. They are OP in those. Alright. Oh, also, by the way, you know, to update a bit on what I'm working on, because I should do that more, actually use my stream to talk about the recent news. The recent Kimi news, you know, if you even care. I spent the day, first of all, I woke up late and I felt terrible. But I spent the day fixing the audio for my tech demo. As in, I turned every single thing into a OGG file. I had talked about that in the previous stream, but I didn't do that with everything, because like I said on the previous stream, the music was still not OGG, right? Which I think. Okay, like, yeah, I didn't do that with every single piece of audio from the tech demo. So I turned the music, the ambient, and everything into OGG files, and it's crazy to see how smaller they are. That being said, after the stream, I still want to recreate some objects I have in the tech demo. Use less geometry while having them look just as good, if not better. So we do the crates and the barrels. I've also worked on textures as well. Instead of having 5 different images, I mean, they're rather small. The total of all of the images selected was 1.3 megabytes, which I think is still larger than I would like. What I did is that I re-exported them in as a smaller image. I just got rid of the extra space that was not necessary, and I turned them into a sprite sheet. So that way it's all 4 different versions in the same picture, and that picture is only 1 megabyte, which is 0.3 megabytes less than all the 3 different ones combined. It's better to just have one picture that has a bunch of textures in it that many objects can use, rather than just have, oh, each object has its own dedicated texture. It's no. So I'm still optimizing things in this regard. Oopsie. Like I said before, the demo that's available on Patreon right now is version 2, and it's 4 gigabytes. Version 3 that I released before I took it down because some bugs happened was 2 gigabytes. It's like half of it with more stuff in it. Just because I took some time just optimizing stuff. So if I keep going, maybe the next update is going to be exactly 2 gigabytes and not 2.2 or less, with more stuff added into it. So that's pretty cool. So I'll be taking care of that after the stream. Though I need to not go to bed too late because I will be out tomorrow. So that's why I'm streaming earlier today. I should have enough energy to stream as well tomorrow, and I don't know, depending on how things are. I mean, I always post that on Blue Sky anyways whenever I go live, but depending on if today is actually pretty nice and when I get home tomorrow, I may also stream earlier like that. Because the problem is, even though I always say, oh, I won't be streaming for long, I end up streaming for 4 hours. Matter of fact, the days I stay, oh, I won't be streaming for too long, I usually the days when I end up going for 7 or 8 or 6 hours or something like that. And I like going for long because this is what I do when I'm not streaming. It's just that instead of just being on my own and listening to a stream or whatever, it's just that I am streaming, and you all can just have me on the second tab or interact with the stream overlay or just, you know, lurk and stuff. So other people can do what I usually do when I work, which is just listening to a stream and work alongside. But yeah, it turns out when I'm in the mood and when I'm, you know, intoxicated enough, I really like the stress of oh, I need to start my stream goes away, and then I'm in the mood and I just keep going. Especially now that I have the Nook as the music and everything is going nicely. Hey, I'm more inclined to stay for as long as I want. But the thing is that if I start late, like at midnight, like I usually do, then yeah, it's gonna be 6 a.m. and then I have to take a shower and maybe I didn't eat anything and it's just like, oh. So I end up going to bed at 7 and I wake up at 2 and I leave the bed at 3 and it's just bad. I don't like that. There's a limit to how long I want to stay in bed. Before it becomes stupid, you know what I mean? Like, no matter what happens, waking up early is always going to be better than going to bed late. To me, at least, it feels better. You feel like your day actually takes 3 years to finish, especially in summer. The sun is always up. You look outside and you think, the sun should be going down by now. Nope. It's 12. All right. It's 1 and 2 and like, oh, that's usually when I wake up when I go to bed at stupid hours. And it feels great. And I want to go back to that now that this overlay is finished. And all there is for me to work on is just this, as always, and my tech demo. Hey Dracario, what's up? How you doing? It's always so satisfying when they both do the same attack. I used to have a thing where Phoebe's attack buttons were in a different group than anyone else. So you could have, whenever you use an attack from Phoebe, Facsimile could also use an attack at the same time. For example, if I had that set up this way right now, Facsimile and Phoebe would have used the same move right now at the same time. Same thing happened yesterday with Plasma, but as you can see, there's a little bit of a delay. And it's better this way because after every attack, it has to recalculate the HP for the enemy and then update the graphic for the HP bar. But also, yeah, that would be too much to have that happen maybe at the same time. I'm sure it could lead to some glitches, especially with sometimes the frame rate going down. I didn't want to force it. I don't want to push it too hard. So every attack is like an RPG. It's like everyone does the attack during their turn. Even though it would be super cool to have them attack at the same time. I just didn't want to have any issues, right? Because what if Facsimile does the attack first, technically, and the enemy is at 0 HP, and then, oh, it's at 0, so game over. So, engage the game over command. But then Phoebe does an attack as well, and then it's like, oh, engage the game over command. But oh, wait a minute, the enemy's already at 0, so what do we do? And all that. It's stuff that could be easily fixed, but I think, I don't want to chance it. Because every time I think like, oh, but that shouldn't be a problem, because as soon as the game over sequence is engaged, no matter what happens, it's gonna happen, because it's queued, right? But I don't want to chance it, because so many times in the past, I thought there's no way that can break, because why would that? That's not logical. And lo and behold, dude, my interior overlay just goes like cuckoo bananas. So now I just wouldn't want to chance it, and I just want to keep it simple. The sun is out. Almost. I mean, it's still blue. The sky is still blue, but it's really dark where I am. Music. Lights on. So yeah. So you don't have a daughter and mother Kamehameha like we said yesterday. Oh! That's crazy. That's crazy. 2 times this girl was cursed. I tells ya. Because when you help a child, then you're supposed to not see them anymore. But when she showed up was when you changed your zone, so the vignette didn't go away. And now that you've helped the child, you changed zone as well, so the child was still there. See, it's always stuff like that. It's just like stuff that could never happen, or there's a 1 in I don't know 33 chances that it happens. So it's like, why should I bother? And then it does happen. It's like whatever. But yeah, first child rescued. Yesterday, people were this close. A fight was lost, and the event that happened right after was the village. Oh wait a minute, this doesn't look good. Good job, Facsimile. You two can cheat. It was this close from happening yesterday. Just one fight away. Right after the village. They're desperate. They're cheating as well. Alright. So let's get rid of all of those sketches here. Maybe from here. And from there. So that should do it for him. So lucky. Save the child. The child actually helps with the reputation. I mean, she already has a high reputation, but the fear did go down. I think the fear goes down. That's what I like when I code stuff, because I make it so I don't remember shit. So everything is a surprise for me. But I think I changed that to have it so if you lose a fight, you gain more fear, I think? There's something that makes it so you gain fear. You don't get fear by helping the child, though. You just get rep. But you also lose rep, and I think gain more fear if you lose the child. And it's also a girl this time, again. We've had more girls than boys to rescue. could go crazy with the children and have different types, different hairstyles and everything. But ultimately, it's more pictures to add to OBS, which technically should not be an issue, because no matter what happens, it's based on the code, whichever is shown, and as long as everything is hidden, that shouldn't really be an issue, I believe. Because, yeah, right now, I mean, at most, you have 4 different videos playing at once on the overlay, if you exclude the screen. You have facsimile, Phoebe, like during the fight, the enemy, and then special effects. And maybe like a status thing as well. So you have 5 at most. And it's going all right. But if I were to show every single videos at the same time, then yeah, OBS chugs. So that's not really an issue. This one is an issue though. Oh, maybe not. Facsimile, you're gonna do it. Oh, look at her. She's taking on the Titan by herself. Uh-oh. Oh. She's doing it. She's dead. Oh! No, she did. She did. She died first. Excuse me? Proximity, I didn't know you were like that. I didn't know you were a cheater. What? I'm okay with that. Blood armor. Maybe that's too much, I don't know. No, it's good, it's just, it takes too much time for, oh, and I don't like, yeah, I don't like how it's looking here. It's taking too long, so, yeah, good, and maybe reduce these ones. Good, there he is. Could have made it simple and with the mouth on the second layer. But sometimes, you know, I don't care that much. Uh-oh. Ultimately, no. Crazy that so far, like, no seeds were found. Leaf, mush, and fruits were the only things that she got for the last 3 days that this already has been a thing. It's crazy. Maybe today. Maybe it's gonna be a thing. Damn it. Yeah, I went on a tangent yesterday because we were talking about pogies, and I shared how I used to play my pogie games when I was a kid, and you know, Wow, that's a crazy chain of events. Anyways, yeah, I used to talk about how I used to play my Pogi games, and it was usually me, based on my Pogi's personalities and all that, coming up with their own interactions and everything. Like, oh, these two hate each other, and these two are like best friends, and whatever, and this and this. And the games were fun, but I was making I was making it extra more fun by adding extra details like that. That were not in the game. It was just me coming up with shit, and that's kind of like I want to have when I make something like this overlay, where it's more like, you know, you as you're playing with this, you can make your own stuff and what's happening and how things happen based on the info you get. So yeah, it's totally fair that you would see, you could imagine facsimile at some point, you know, in the ocean trying to catch a fish to eat or something like this. Or maybe sometimes they just have a nice time in the forest near a campfire or whatever. Just like make everything, like create. You know, that's what I like. Using, I mean, he doesn't have anything to steal, so you're good. But yeah, I like that. Oh no, what happened? Why doesn't the emote show up? That's crazy. Everything's disabled. Don't use anything on the overlay for now. Checking out why the emote doesn't show. Hey Errol, what's up? How you doing? You don't mind me, I'm just like checking out this right real quick. Pew 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 pew. Yeah, don't use anything on the overlay or whatever. I'm just checking out why the emote didn't show up for me. In fact, some this test over there. Where is it? Because it has to be here, right? Wait. That. Okay, there it is. There it is. Hang on. It's gonna take a while for me to go to the end. Up for 2 days. Resting my legs. Nice. Finally, you can rest. Deserve it. That's crazy. Why doesn't that show up in the text? That's the emote. That's crazy. Oh, I know why. Wait, hang on. If I do this, right? Oh, dude. I know why. Oh, I'm so used to... that's not good. There we go. There it is. Alright. Still, it's not updated. Don't use anything. You're gonna lose points. I forgot. I'm so used to auto-completion that I just now do the colon thing. Which is not how you should do that in the Twitch chat, because you can just type the emote's name without the colon. The colon is there if you want that completion. Yeah, and that's the thing, Blazer. You can imagine that maybe they're on a boat on their way to a different place. That's what I like about the whole imagination thing. It's like you can come up with your own reason as to why this happens. I like that. Don't you worry, I'm gonna come back soon. Just thinking, fixing stuff. There we go. There's another one. Hey Maggie, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, that's a tank form. She has 3 forms she can change into now based on the potions you give her. Use one item to create a potion, and each ingredient is going to make a different result. And this right now is the tank form. It has different stats that you can see with the card command based on the form she's in. There are different things happening based on the form or her reputation and all that. It's a whole thing. It's a whole overlay. Oh yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to bait anyone into using a command. Right now I'm just checking all of the text stuff to make sure that you don't the emote command is not appearing in the chat when the TM talks. So sorry. I will do the card command after I'm done with that. In the meantime, you know, you can just, you know, hang out and talk among yourselves. Okay. Pew, 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 pew. Another one, got it. That's so bad because I don't have any of the like when I work on stuff, I have a notepad to make sure I have every idea I need. But then I delete everything once this is done and implemented. But yeah, I forgot that shouldn't be. It's okay. I'm done with I think I'm 60% done. Going to fix this. It's just annoying that I cannot go to the freaking end. Alright, so this part is finished. This is finished too. Alright. I think this is done. Yes, I did that. I think this is done too. Yeah, this is done. It's just this one. This one's done. Oh yeah, I think this one is not done. Yeah, this out. Watashi miku watashi miku. Another one. There we go. Watashi miku watashi miku. I'm just gonna check those two things, just in case. Oh, I can just do that. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. Okay, there we go. I can check them so quickly now. And now the overlay is back. So you can do the card thingy. Check this out. Tank. Minus 19 fear. 40. 14 rep. That has lowered. You have a different title based on your current fear and reputation. Right now is our gentle giant. You have the outfits under the head, the name of the outfit, and the form, and the stats represented by stars. You have everything. It's a whole thing. And I'm really, really happy with it. And it's finished, and there's nothing to add or to do because there's already so much to the point that it's gonna take a long time to unlock everything. And I'm gonna keep this overlay for a long time because it also has the redesigns on it. So I can keep that for a long time, and it's gonna be fun. And then maybe you're gonna find your perfect favorite outfit for each form. Right now you can see, I mean, you know, there's the panels now. I've updated the panels yesterday and I added them under the stream if you want more context stuff. But the text at the bottom of the overlay should help you also know all the commands you need in order to navigate in this overlay. So you never be wondering stuff, everything is explained. You don't have to worry. And also, just have fun and experiment with stuff if you want. I will say though, no, it's just one ingredient for the potions. Me when I'm poor in Mario Party. I'm here to steal your coins. Wait, you don't have any coins. Uh-oh. And they feel bad for you because you're in 4th place or something. Slash me goes for the star. So that tells me I'm too poor. Alright, I'm gonna do what I did with Crush's One yesterday. I'm gonna make I'm gonna do the general first. No, you know what? I'm gonna do Power 1 first. Just to get in the mood. So in that case, I should do down the sketch layer. Use the map, he said. I'm gonna have this here. I'm not gonna cut it first. I mean now, please. Just for me to be able to use the sketch without losing anything I need. So I'm gonna have that. But the mouth is still gonna be oh. Did I not add the general's cheeks in this? Oh, this could the cautious one, proud one, cutesy one, big one, old one. Oh, there's no general. Oops. Wait. I didn't. What? What did I do? Huh? Oh, I could do this. All right, like this. This is nice. So I can get rid of those. Where is that from? Yeah, there it is. I can have both of them. This one. In fact, I can't do this. I don't think it's yeah, okay, that's better. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat and have it this way, but then this harm doesn't really look. Yeah, hang on. There we go. La. All right, good. And they're gonna be here, and then that, then here. Okay, and then here, and over there, like that, like a boop boop. Oh, but it goes too fast. So maybe here, 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 and here. Yeah, that's good. So now, so this is down, up, down, up, down. Where it's gonna be here. It's the whole thing like that. Yeah, something like this. This should be higher and actually in the back. Wanna check out what other songs they have on the other Animal Crossing games, like in the Wii game? Ooh. Mysterious. Oh wait, hang on. What's the new Leaf song for this? Oh, I like it. Yeah, I like this one. here. Wait, no, it's bad because pop. That should not be this. That should be over there. Because here is like 1 foot here. And then you move that foot over there to go here, and it's up and then down. So this should still be back there because this one is down, and then he moves that here. Kind of. So I need an extra one. Fuck. I hate it. You know what? Fuck it. There we go. Gonna cheat. It's missing a frame. Like this, and then yeah, blah, 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 blah. Something like this. Yeah. But now this one sucks. Something like that. All right. Missing one here. I see a bunch of bullshit on my phone on YouTube because I don't have anything to stop the ads in my phone, and I was blasted with bullshit. We're like, oh, check out the new like vision glasses AI thingy. It's like, dude, fucking. It's like, John Google, you have access to everything I put out. You know I make animations. Don't fucking show me ads about the new AI thing or whatever. Lest I'll tell you to kill yourself. But John Google doesn't care. John Google just wants to show as much as they want. Auto adding apps. That would be the last straw for me. It's like those phone companies where you realize your bill is now 39 instead of the promised 8. You call and they tell you, oh, it's because you subscribe to this thing. It's like, no, the fuck I didn't. And I go, oh, we're gonna remove that with you now. There we go, it's all removed. Oh, thank you. Yes, now that I've helped you, please tell me in the email you received shortly, on a scale of 5, you know, how good did I do my job? I'm not gonna answer that because I know you all are adding this shit so I can have this call, or if I don't, then I just lose more money and you make more. I'm not going to praise you for removing something that you've added yourselves without consulting me first. Okay? You're not gonna farm up dudes with me. Is what I'm trying to say. Farm, rather, not farm. You know what I mean. But adding auto applications now, you show up one day, you know, you check out your phone for something, I don't know, maybe you have something in your agenda, like, oh, birthday soon. And then you have a random app you've never seen before, like freaking Musically. Huh? It's like, yeah, I've never had that. Doodling time. You know what's crazy? I like to sometimes whatchamacallit, what's the term? Purge everything, like on my computer and everything. So sometimes I like to just get rid of all the cookies and all the history and everything on my phone, because every time I had a problem in the past, the solution was always, oh, it's because all the cookies you have. So it's like became a habit now to just delete this shit, because apparently it's gonna mess with me. And yeah, you should do that too, because sometimes you just click on random things that you usually do, right? But then there's a pop-up ad that you maybe don't see because you're, I don't know, maybe Firefox cut it first or whatever happened. But no, it still shows up on your history. And stuff you've never searched for. Like, why would I search for dog toys? I don't have a dog. I look at my history, dog toys. It's like, I've never clicked that. It must have been an ad that popped up or whatever when I was on another website and something happened or whatever. But still, it's weird. It's dog toys now. Why is it gonna be tomorrow? You know what I mean? You go in your history and it's like, oh, how to build a bomb. I also live here. Dogs the full address. Cops, please reach out to me. I live over there. I'm making a bomb. You know, I don't want to chance it. Because you might think, oh, this is dystopian. This is stupid. Yes, it is. That's what I thought about many things. And look at us now. So I don't want to chance it. So I'm keeping that a thing I do now. Hey, Turzy. That's one thing I should tell when people ask me. That's the thing that's become it's become a tradition. Sometimes I think it's just because people want to select the answer, but all the time, most of the time, it's just a a normal question. But sometimes on episodes of Kirby Guardian, I have people asking like, "Oh, I wonder what Kirby is up to," in this while this series is happening. And my answer is always a summary of the most recent Kirby game to date. So I used to say, oh, he's been like trapped in a vortex somewhere and sent into another freaking world or some shit. But, oh, now he's been like participating in food activities. Now he's like, oh, he's going back to warp racing again. Like he does that every 20 years. And people catch up on that. People understand that it makes sense. You know, because, I mean, Kirby's series is still going, so it's going to change, you know. While this series is happening. But next time someone shows up and says like, hey, I wonder what Kirby is up to in his own like dimension while this series is happening. It's like, yeah, he's gonna perform good tea. Like he's became a streamer now, and he's waiting until he has like 100 followers, and then he's gonna go like full. All right. Good.ac. How you doing, mate? All right. Oh. / Kirby official stream. He did that. I was there. He had like full wig band. That was crazy. He went on Kirby official Twitter. That was the whole thing. I remember that. Alright, so now you know what I want here? I want him to be higher here. Because I made it, so now everything that I thought would be the up frames are not. So I have to change that. And now, up. It should look better. Alright. There it is. Okay. And now this, I want that to be later. So it's 2. Right, there we go. And I have the circle here, so I can just do that. See, that's why you should always prepare. Always think of the little what if momento. You know what I mean? On any new project? Oh. Is it the one with Zubo? The animation? Zubi. Enjoying summer, I guess. Yeah, something I should do myself. I mean, I'm saying that, but tomorrow I'm gonna get the Zubo animation. Oh. I need to see it. Did you post that on your channel? Because 3 weeks ago I didn't see anything. And I'm subbed to your channel. But ducks. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh yeah, by the way, if you use a chance bomb, it undoes the previous stat, and the stats actually take effect up until the enemy snaps out of it. So you can save on that by just waiting until the current status is over until you use another one. Because if the enemy is stunned and you use another bomb, there are chances that the enemy could have been stunned for longer, and you could get extra damage in it. But then it just changes that to being like the next status that the bomb does. So you can save on that by just waiting until the enemy is not afflicted by any stamina. Is not under any other condition to use it, rather than just spamming it, all of the effects, and turn 1 they just get deleted, and you've used 4 bombs. And in 1 turn, the enemy just snaps out of everything and... a little strat. Shh. Oh, damn. Game duck. Copying the link. You must agree to the YouTube terms and services to view this embed. Use the FFZ control center and navigate the tone chat. I'm gonna copy the link. There we go. Notepad. Bam. Boom. That's not called Notepad. I should stop calling that Notepad. Why is that called? Document, I guess. There we go. I have the link here. It's on my to-do list. Yep. Thank you. I'm gonna check it out. Alright, the general. There he is. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do this frames here. Oh, it's tricky. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. What? Gonna do one of these. Yeah. You see that? Yeah. That's progress is the future. Well, I'm so removed from everything like that. If this is the future they want to live in, I'm just gonna be there and be like, ha ha ha, look at them. And continue doing what I usually do. Making stuff. Oh! That's gonna be tricky to have the face. I'm gonna take care of the face later. Right now I can just focus on that. Oh! And now let's foot over there. Yeah, I need another frame over there because it's too quick. It needs one where the foot is over there like that, and then it goes to this frame. But that's for like 2 minutes later. In the meantime, watch this strat I have. It's called copy and paste. Ha 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 ha. Everybody does it. There we go. Yeah. We save time here. Okay, so now he blinks. So over there, have that. Delete those. I'm gonna use the eraser. The accursed eraser tool. What's that? There we go. Oh yeah, no links allowed in the chat, just in case people show up and say like, hey, check this out, and there's a fucking like screamer. Yeah, I'm still in the screamers days, right? I learned a lot when I was younger, mainly because I was the asshole sending screamers to people. Remember Gifura, or whatever the fuck you spell that? Gifura, what is that? That was Jeff the Killer screaming like, ah! Right? But it flashes between the normal picture and negative picture, like extremely fast. And I remember back then when in the forum I was in, when I was a teenager, we used to spam that a lot. And our favorite thing was to go on Omegle, and like farm people and bait them into like clicking the link. And it was so funny because sometimes it would just disconnect because I have to turn off the computer. Or sometimes you're just like, you fucker, you asshole, you know, in French. They're screaming at me like in the whole language. It was so fucking funny to me. Then I grew up and became actually smart. And not a fucking dumbass child on the internet doing bullshit. And realized that you could potentially kill someone by doing that. And that goes from, haha, it's a prank, to that's actually a fucking crime and not funny. So I stopped doing that. Because, yeah, what if the person you send that gift to has photosensitivity or issues like that? It's like, yeah, haha, you want it to be like funny and send your GIF, your screamer and all that. Now it turns out someone clicked on that and just like, having a seizure, and nobody knew about that, so they didn't have the help they needed in time, and you know, it could go crazy, right? So to prevent people from clicking links that are just like full-on spiders in the screen and people who have arachnophobia are freaking out, or to prevent people, you know, any stupid thing like that, no links, except if you're a VIP like Thursday over there. Oh. And I know, most people here are not malicious like that. And I know some people have been here for years. And I can trust you, but hey, you know, it's always a thing of, wait a minute, why do you trust this person and not this other person? They've been here at the same time, and why do you trust this person and not me? And it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna trust you now. You know, you want to please everybody, and at the end of the day, the rule is dead. And then 3 years after the rule is dead and everybody's having a good time, someone shows up. There's like I don't know, a Duki Nuka, right? He shows up, follows the channel, post a Jifura, everybody clicks on it, it's like, haha, it's funny. Woo! Right? And yeah. See? So it's always a thing of making sure I want the best for everybody hanging out on those streams. I don't want any potential like fear of, oh, I have to click the link to see what everybody's talking about, and turns out it's a fucking like a, you know what I mean? Hey, Pops. Yeah. Sure does. I just oiled it. I'm kind of a big deal. Yeah, I'm pretty cool. Alright, so he's done, but now the timing is all fucky. So we're gonna fix that real quick by making the frames closer like that, and then we're gonna see which frames are actually, oh, what is that? Yeah, the foot just shrinks over there. Over there. Hey, Luigi, check this out, over there. Foot is going crazy. Check this out. Why does it go like out like that? Don't do that. And then this takes too long here, and it's too quick at the end. So I'm gonna add another frame here to ease everything out. So that's the easing part of the animation, and it's gonna make it like, oh, wow. And this shouldn't take this long here. And here it doesn't have hands. So let me copy those. That was the wrong note, I know. The end goes crazy over there. Oh, Mario! Fuck. Yeah, this frame sucks. I should have just copied everything with the arms. Look at that. Oh, this is bad. I don't like that. This one is making everything weird. This one's bad. And screw it. I'll take care of that off stream. Whatever. Let's move on. Let's go. Good enough. Alright, do I still have a circle? Yes, because I kept this one. Haha, smart. Do that. Deck over there. Here. Foot. Nice. Boop. Yeah, the arm just goes up here and it's making me go, oh! Live too, which is not good. Never go, oh, live. Oh no, I forgot. I should not do that. Do not turn into a motorcycle when you're streaming at 3 a.m. Just having that slightly. Yeah, okay. We're in. We're back. I'm scared the mouth opening is gonna be so slow now. But I guess it's gonna... I think it's gonna be alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have that here. I go, oh, and I can add an extra frame at the end if I really want. Yeah, okay. Okay! Okay! Yeah! I want it to take longer when he's on this foot. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. Tack. But those frames should not take this long. Alright, so without the sketch, how does that look? Alright. Aha! It's a mystery. It's Lucas! Yo, Timotes! Thank you for a raid. How was your stream? What were you up to? Hello, everybody. Hello. Why so yellow? You see, it's the piss filter, right? We need that. Hello, hello, hello. Over there. It's just one of those days. Here's the problem. Too many toasters. You know what they say. You know what? Fun fact about me. Back in 2010, that used to be my phone alert. My phone ringtone? Yeah, ringtone. Whenever people used to call me, all toasters, toast, every time on loop. Annoying. Me? Everybody around me? Yeah. I was yeah. Alright, what's the music in this? Oh! The raffles! Hell yeah. I really like the raffle system you have. Lucas has a thing where in order to enter an emote raffle, you type a word of Lucas's choice, and then you have a bunch of little critters running on the stream, you know, on the overlay, and then he has a hammer, and he smashes everyone because every critter represents a person who's entered the raffle, right? And whichever critter is left, the name of the person shows up, and this person won the raffle. And I think it's pretty cool. Thank you for the follow, everybody. Ringo and Onyx. Now I have no excuse for the timing to be kind of weird. I think... Hang on, I think this needs to be faster. And the end is still the issue over there. the Toyota. Yeah, that is Blender. Blender. Actually, that's funny because Terzi, Lucas, and I also use Blender. You may remember Lucas used to have, the 3D model. And the other objects as well were made in Blender. Do you still have that, by the way, Lucas? Or do you just have the PNG tuber now? The different ones with different means of transport. Technically you have it. It's on the setup. I breathe Blender. Yeah. Just too lazy to turn the tracking on. That's fair. But it's good that you can still have access to that after you switch to Linux and all that. Oh yeah, and funny enough, Thursday, Lucas, and I also are using Linux. It's kind of a thing we do. We cannot do that sometimes, you know what I mean? Like... Hey, the gang, the team. But yeah, right now I have this new overlay that I finished a couple of days ago. Right now she's chilling. As she's chilling, her daughter, which is in her hand right now, creates bombs. But you can have her go. There we go. You just made another one. But if you type !go, then facsimile will move. You have ingredients at the bottom of the stream. It's kind of difficult to see now that the background is all golden and stuff. But the background changes based on the zone that she reaches. Right now, Facsimile is in her tank form. That's why she's big like that. But you can see with the card that she has different stats and everything. She has minus 22 fear, which is not, you know, it will update to minus 20 because you should not be able to have minus that. But yeah, you have objectives, you have different outfits that you've unlocked. I mean, only two different forms were unlocked so far. It's still apparently tough to get seeds right now. Very unlucky on the drops. Every seed potion. But it's you know, it's going. But yeah, when she goes, also she will encounter enemies, which will trigger a fighting thing. And each form has her different. She has different attacks, different stats. She can inflict different status effects based on everything, based on the environment. You also have bonuses. This is a whole fighting thing that I had made in Sammy. Sammy is great. Again, Lucas also uses Sammy for the overlay. But I don't want to give away all of the secrets. Right? Gotta keep some of the magic. It's like, oh, how do they do that? Yep. It's the rule now, Thursday. You have to do that. No, Thursday, it's actually really simple. If I manage to figure that out, you will definitely. And it's a thing of, I mean, on my end, it was really funny because I started with Sammy and I had my previous overlay and I thought, hey, you know what? If this is what coding is, maybe I could make a game. I made my tech demo. It's still very early, but then it helped me have the terminology I needed to code stuff. And then when I went back to Sammy, I had more terminology, so it was easier for me to work on that. But it's just that my previous overlay, I had that for 2 or 3 years, I think. Looking back at my old, at the way everything was set up, it was not good. So this one, everything is optimized. And it's great, and I love it. There we go, Facsimile. Scream at it. Scream at it. Facsimile says swears. You know, don't say swears. Right? The timing is all kind of weird. I'm gonna fix it real quick. Okay, I think that's good enough. That's good enough. I don't want to do too much. It's like David. It's good enough. What is this song? That's really it's from Animal Crossing. You know, from the GameCube. Because currently it's 11 p.m. for me, so now it's 11 p.m. song playing. Alright, he's done. I'm gonna keep it this way, I'm gonna keep it low frame like that. But just one thing here, the foot, I'm gonna have a little, some sort of a transition. Yeah. After the old like nonsense and shit. I remember yeah, when I was looking at getting Sammy, for some reason that was on my other laptop on Roxanne. I think I could only get it to, it's not that I could only get it to work, but it worked best with the bottles, I think. So then when I went here on this laptop on Little Miss Marshmallow, I tried your method. I mean, the method you told me, with Steam. I think it worked, yeah. That's also what I use for FL Studio. FL Studio runs on Steam. I don't use FL Studio anymore now for the music you're listening to, because FL Studio takes so much of the CPU that everything else lags. Even though Blender, Blender is on the GPU, OBS is on the GPU, Sammy uses the CPU, but it's very, very light. FL Studio shows up, uses so much of the CPU to the point that everything was laggy all the time. My first stream with this overlay was a disaster because I crashed 2 times. Like, it reached the point where so much CPU was used that everything started freezing and slowing down, and I couldn't do anything. I had to restart the stream, and it just stops the momentum of everything, and it's just, I don't like it. Stop stealing my shit. Oh, but this is a good, oh no, not quite. The mountain, it's raining. So in another form, Facsimile has access to spark moves. When she uses spark move during the rain, she does extra damage because it's raining and spark and all that. But this is a mountain area as well. So she has a roar attack, and when she does that in a roar environment, it does more attack thanks to the echo. I mean, it does more damage thanks to the echo. So you're pretty good. So she's still in her advantage, I think. But there is one enemy in this specific zone that's just extremely tough to fight. And I don't even know if we still have a child that we have to rescue to another village. I think they died, right? But yeah. I will find you. Proton's great. Eventually, to finish my story, eventually I have that running with wine on this laptop. Oh, that's the one. That's him. And he's cheating because she was supposed to have the echo first. Oh, she did. Good job, Facsimile. She cheats sometimes, and it's great. There we go. Now, yeah, there we go. And she does a crit. Now she wins. Oh yeah. Also, yeah, you can keep. Don't use all your bombs because. Yeah. Okay. There we go. The bombs give a stat, but it's not every turn. You know, it's the stat stays for as long as the enemy snaps out of it. So you can keep on your bombs until the status effect runs out, and then you can maybe use another bomb. But yeah, if you use everyone at the same time, it's pretty much like using just one, because it overrides the previous stats. He's dead. That's the first time you killed this guy, right? Zaimbo has never been defeated before. That's the first time. So I think we should celebrate somehow. But yeah, think of it this way. Every time the enemy has a different status, it overrode the previous one. When they're burned, it's just that there is a chance when they attack that they will be damaged with the fire, or that they'll snap out of the fire, and then you'll see that the burn effect disappears. If they're zapped, there's a chance that they snap out of it, or a chance that their attack fails, right? They cannot attack anymore when they're zapped. It's either 1, you snap out of it, 2, you biffed it. Same thing for the stun. When their enemy is stunned, they cannot attack. It's either they biff it or they snap out of it. Burn is they will be able to attack still, but there's a chance every turn that they get more damage, right? So yeah, you can keep your bombs. You don't have to, throw a lot. In this form, unfortunately, you cannot use Phoebe's attacks. Phoebe is Facsimile's daughter. You cannot see her because she's very tiny, but she's on Facsimile's shoulder if you look next to her hearing. In this form, you cannot use Phoebe's magic because Phoebe is too tiny to reach the enemy. But in the other forms, if you don't have bombs, you can still use Phoebe's magic because she also can use the darker magic. There's a darkness within her, so she can use that. Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Ghost Fox. It's a ghosty fox. That's right. They're not all extinct. They're still around. Because you cannot kill a ghost. That's right. Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Alright, he's done, so GC, right? And I'm gonna color him now. As much as I can. Using my cheating method. And I forgot to change the layer thingy. The evil cloud man. I have a name. Yeah, I really like Zaimbo. Again, maybe spoiler, I'm sorry. But I want that Zaimbo enemy to be a boss in my tech demo. So I'll have to model this character at some point. I also want a different version of the Fey enemy you've seen, maybe, in this overlay. Some enemies will make it into my tech demo. Is what I'm trying to get at. I think they're pretty nice. Right. Oh yeah, sorry Lucas, it's not, there's no combos anymore for the potion, it's just one ingredient. Like you can make a fruit or a mush potion. But note that you won't be able to use the fruit potion because this is a health item, so it only is available during a battle. And you won't be able to use the mush potion as well, because Facsimile is already in the tank form, and the mush potion triggers the tank form that she's in. Oi, oi, oi. Yay! Scream back at him. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty much game over at this point. Yeah, that Zaimbo can use Echo and Spark, so it's tough for now. It's tough to defeat him. But it's okay, it's okay, it's fine. It's a freaking kaiju fight. Oh no, Facsimile, she goes sleepy now. Was too sleepy to continue the fight. It's okay, Facsimile. I still like you. Hey, where's the freaking Mario? Where's my blender? Since when has blender been out like that? For some reason I didn't notice that. Hang on. Where's the screen? There we go. Hey, now we're in the mountains, so this is good for her. Can still use it's the same mountain, but it's just not raining anymore. But yeah, she's in her element. Since goes follow. There's also a thing, but it's not, you know, it's just whatever. It's not meant to be a core part of this entire overlay, but just, you know, there are rewards for people who just interact with the channel in a certain way. There's nothing for bits yet. I don't think there will ever be. I'll just really appreciate that. But yeah, for other stuff, yeah, except for follows too. But it's just a little bonus. It's not a thing of, oh, you need to have that. You need to pay to win the game. Because the entire goal is not to defeat everybody and all that. Because it's based on what you do and your stats at the end of what happens that you'll get different things. But the main goal, if you want to have one, is to unlock every outfit. So you can just switch to whatever you want. Whenever you want. Yeah. So it's not a pay to win thing. It's just a wait. And eventually As the game goes, you'll have more stuff, so you don't have to always lose every fight. This foot shrinks. I don't know how to feel about that. 20 minutes into the game. Oh, this is a pretty nice game. 24 minutes into the game, there's one boss that's unbeatable. Pop-up window. In order to defeat the boss, you have to pay $20. Pay my $20 or suffer my curse. Me looks at my wallet. Poor as heck. Just exactly like heck. Right? Just as poor as that. Screams, cries, goes on YouTube, sees videos about the game because I've been looking at that up a lot because I like the game. Duina 28 uploads a video how I defeat the final boss. You look at it, it's awesome. You wish you could do that, you can't. Why? Because you're poor. You cry, you scream, you drink. Yeah. What's going on with this foot? Why don't I like it? Why can't I get it to work? I think, you know what? I think it just needs to do that. Oh, there we go. Seeds! For the first time! Finally, you can make a seed potion. You can see what the seed form is. There we go. It's all luck based, right? But for the 3 days, we've never had seeds before. Archaeologist sees ancient rock. Wow! Look at that! Nobody gets it. Uh-oh. Gupika. Ah, where am I? I'm in the rendering window. Get it, facsimile, get it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, she's stolen. She's stolen. He's hit. She stalls again. I didn't raise you this way. Double damage. She's dying. She's dead. The recipe. She's cheating. 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 She's dead. Moral of the story, don't cheat. Don't be like her. Don't look at her. You mean. Transformation once again. Oh yeah. For the first 3 ingredients, the leaf, the seeds, and the mushroom, if you use the cauldron redeem and you only use 1 ingredient, only 1, there's no mix anymore, you change the form. There are 3 forms. There's this one, the tank, the previous one we saw, magic, and the second one that we have not seen yet, with the seeds. Each form has these different stats, but the thing is, if you do different things, you know, it's like it's like in Smash Brothers, like, oh, you've done that 20 times and you have a bonus, you unlock a new character. Instead of a character, it's an outfit. And right now, you can see in the card, card, a potion. Yeah, there we go, the first seed potion. And you can see in the card here that, yeah, the little crystals here, the little diamonds underneath Facsimile's face. You can see there's 2 that are lit up for the blue ones and 2 for the green ones. The green is this form, so there's 2 outfits. So this form has 2 outfits. She has this one and another one that was unlocked because spoilers, she used roar in the snow and it made an avalanche, and now she has access to another form. That's fun. And you can switch to that with nothing. You just have to type exclamation mark and use the number of the form. It doesn't cost anything, and I'm stuck here. Help me. Oh, there we go. Alright, proud one. You're the only one left now. So... like, for example, you have this one. This is form 1, and then you can just do that, and form 4 will show up. There we go. We have this one as well. If you're like, oh, I want to go back to this one, I like this one, you can just type 1 and bam. Just back to it. So there's only 4 outfit 2 and 3 Oh, another child to save. If you lose a battle, the child dies. The Enchanted Forest. Ooh. What was I saying? Yeah, you can switch to that whenever you want. And you just have 2 other forms to unlock with this. I mean, 2 other outfits to unlock for this form. 2 other outfits to unlock for the magic form. And the seed one has not even been seen yet. But all 3 outfits have to be unlocked. So there you go. Have fun with your overlay if you want. You know, it's optional. Because the star of the show is the company over there. Look at them. They're silly. They're pink and round. Oh. Alright. So, Pro 1. Alright. What's the music in this game? Oh yeah, that's this one. Why is that so wide? What happened? Is my tablet messy? Like the football player? What is that? Oh, it's this? I must have clicked that by accident. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. My bad. This dead-born child. No, don't kill the child. Yeah, those fuckers can heal. But Facsimile can crit. And stall. You know what's gonna be fun with Proud One? I think he's going to stop earlier. There we go, Facsimile. Stop healing! Oh! Facsimile, destroy it. Kill it. Jarvis, hit the kill button. No amount of healing is going to save you from the wrath of Facsimile. Except when she does that, in which case she's... yeah, there we go. But she's a tank, so she can do it. Yeah, proud of you. Proud of you, Facsimile. I'm proud of you. How should I... That should be here. And here. And over there. Destroy. Kill. Kill. Ha 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 ha. That's not killing. Yeah. Alright. So, Proud One, I won't do the same mistake I did with the General. So I will actually have the arm that I can move around whenever I need. Facsimile, I'll be so disappointed if you lose this one. I don't know what to tell you, mate. I don't know what to tell you. There we go. There we go. There it is. Yes. Stoller. Yeah. All right. The arm is gonna go. He's gonna sway like back and forth because he's a diva like that. Same thing with the general. I'm gonna cheat, and he's gonna hand on his right foot. But what's crazy here is that he'll actually won't have many. If it would be over there or something like this. Yeah, he's. Check this out. Pop, pop, pop. I mean, just imagine he's less shite like that. Or like this, and then. And then bam. Right? And I just have to make him bounce. Make him bounce. So this is a down, this is up, this is down, this is up, down. I mean, this is not really up, it's slightly. So maybe this one will be, I don't know. No, this is up, and this is down. That's why. No, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad, that's not good. Oh. That's cautious one. What am I doing? That's probably what I'm looking for. She wins these. There you go. Never scared. There we go. Bypasses the freaking heal. Oh no, what is that? What have I done? Yeah, I'm gonna redo everything. This is not right. This is flawed. So we have this. So we have an up frame here, right? We have a down frame over there. So this foot hit the ground, right? And then we have an up frame because he's going to go down and stuff. And then we have this one that doesn't matter because we don't see anything. So for the up frame, he goes over there, and then that one he goes now, and now he goes here, and he goes like, boop boop, and he goes so fast. He's like Sonic the Hedgehog. You shouldn't be doing that. So we're just gonna, boop boop, yeah, like that, boop boop. Yes. For good measure, we're going to accentuate the. Okay, there we go. Yes, I like that. Good. Now I can just do the little feet here, and I can delete the sketch, and then I'm gonna work on the in-betweens and breakdowns, and that'll be it. That'll be it for this entire clip. That's the first clip. I just have to do the backgrounds for that. I just have to do the backgrounds for that. And for the second clip out of 4, I can take care of that next week. I won't be streaming next week, so I'll be taking care of that really quickly. Again, I will maybe start working again on my tech demo for fun sometimes. but that's usually pretty quickly. Like what I did today was pretty much like just update sound effects, and I mean sound effects was yesterday, but today I just turned everything into OGG files, which is it was quick to do with Audacity. There's a lot of files, but every like the music, the ambient, facsimile's voice, the enemy, the atrocity's voices. I mean, rather than noises, not really voices, just like a bunch of like right. Everything has been turned into the OGG file. You know what I mean? Very light, and you barely see. Notice the difference. I had actually most of that turned already, but I just did that with everything else today. I just didn't want to have some sound effects being OGG files. I may as well just have everything be lighter, because what's the point, right? I don't want the next build to also be 4 gigs, right? I know it's not going to be because the other one was 2 gigs, but I think I can make that lighter. Again. Bye! See ya, 30! I'm gonna go back, click on bed. Have a good one, mate. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to make it slightly closer. Like that. And this over there. And this is alright. Pop, pop. Yeah, this needs to be higher, and it will be perfect. Yep. I think this is too much, so this one needs to go higher. Like that. If it facsimile, I'll be very mad. You won't get any cookies. Oh, she doesn't want any cookies. Bribing the facts. I feel like I'm in a loop. You're the match for her. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, this is nice. We just need to see the foot here. And no need here, and this is where the contact takes place. And then I'm gonna have another frame to look good. Ronaldinho Soxer. Oh, cold night. You know what? Actually, I like this one. But I think maybe it's better to rest for now, facsimile, so Phoebe can make more bombs for the people to use. Alright, the arm. Here. Here. And then bum. Boom. Sorry. Bloop, bloop. Boop, boop. All right. Uh-oh. It's actually fitting if we do that. Yes. Gonna grab some water. I'll be right back. It stands for B, rigged, and back. Yes. Yep, let me open a window. There we go. Fresh air. Fresh air. Girls, girls, girls. Girls. It's kind of laggy. I need to be in this mode now. There we go. It's still laggy, but Merry Christmas, everybody. And if you don't celebrate, Happy Holidays. Right? Here. Okay. Whoa. Yay. It's a very chill atmosphere. We can stay there for a while. Good. I was really unstoppable when I figured the power of webms and the different overlay methods for sources on OBS, because I was aware of them for some reason. I never really used them. I think I used the overlay method for the grain effect in the old fight mode that we had. But every attack was just part of the animation of the character. It was not its own thing. Now everything is a weapon, except the snow, the rain, and the raid effect, and the bits effect. So yeah, the particles are all a separate thing. So I could have them being a different thing and have a different method. So that's why I can have them being glowing and stuff, as opposed to the actual characters who don't have the glow effect. And I thought, yeah, because that's what I wanted with the previous overlay, but I just didn't want to have that being separate, I guess. It makes more sense now and it looks better. Now we have bloom and glow on every attack. Yeah. This is an old film grain effect. I remember when I was younger, watching The Simpsons, like every Saturday night, or I mean, it started at the evening and it ended up at the night. It was during a point of my life where I really was invested in animation, and I was alright with what I had, but I was kind of sad that my stuff was not always like super consistent and everything. Like not, you know, Studio Ghibli or Disney type of shit. And sometimes, you know, you had stuff looking a bit weird over the frames. Just watching The Simpsons, you know, something that is not meant to be like this grandiose animation, whatever. You know, something I want to do. You know, I don't want to make anything that's just gonna blow you away. Be like, whoa! I just want to make something that just tells a story, right? I would look at some animations, like the characters moving. Look at stuff that is not supposed to be moving a lot, but that is still redrawn, like an arm or something. And sometimes notice that, yeah, it's always jittery because you have to redraw the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And I was like, huh, it's crazy how unless I don't really hyper focus on it, I don't really notice that too much. I don't really care. So that's when I started to become more lenient with the, you know, for example, this arm, looking kind of like here. Like, why is this now closer to that when this was like a bulging arm and the end was just there? Why is that now back to that? And now, you know, like I gotta be over there, be like, oh, it's I gotta make it so it's like dude, the character's in motion. No one's gonna notice. No one's gonna care, right? And if anything, the changes here indicates more that I'm actually moving them around. Like, you can see stuff happening here with the arm. Like here, the overlap being bigger than here shows that there's some sort of motion, right? Or something. Also, I had been looking at Pokemon artwork back in the days, because I've always liked the way the shading looked, the line art, the poses and everything. But it's when you zoom on those HD drawings, right, that you see that the lines are not really perfect. The best examples are green or blue, you know, Oka's grandson, however you want to call this guy, and Regice, especially Regice, right? But like you can see, because Regice is in a big block of ice, but you can see that the lines are just, you know, it's drawn by a human, so it's not really like straight lines with a ruler. It's not like, but like this and oh and that and oh, it's perfect. No, it's really squiggly because it's been drawn by someone, and it makes it look good because not only does that give it more charm, also it kind of makes you more you don't need to have the most incredible and solid and everything of line art. You can just have something that looks good, type of thing, depending on what you do. It's not for everyone. You're saying, like, you know, in general. Because if that's what you're looking for, having a clean line art like I used to do myself, yeah, definitely, that's fun to have. But you know, especially when it comes to animation, I think depending on what you want to do, we should be more lenient about stuff. Not making it poo-poo looking, you know, but perfection does not exist. It just made me feel better looking at professional pieces of artwork and noticing like the little details and the flaws and everything. Made me realize, hey, you know what? That's pretty nice. That being said, he's finished. The gang, the fellas, the team. He's not finished yet. He needs to look at Cautious One and back to them. When is that gonna happen? Like here. That is a really nice. That is a nice picture. I like this. The snow, the music, and everything. The characters and the ground was made to change color. That was the goal always. But the characters were not meant to at first. I thought it would be better if they just stayed the same color. No matter what happens in the background, you know, like stickers you put on the background and everything. But I figured, you know what? It doesn't take too much resources. Resources. It's just a filter on top of the character's scene that's meant to switch based on the background. If it's this zone and this variation of the zone, hide every filter except this one, you know, really easy. And I think it looks better. It makes it more like the characters are part of the environment rather than just being stickers, because yeah, you can have the old like sticker thing going on, but that adds more, and not having that just I don't know, it's gonna, I prefer having a little unfortunate. Like, I mean, this looks like you know, not until now, to be fair, but that's something I like to do. That's a rule with me. When I do something, if people hit me with the, oh, that kind of looks like weird, it's a thing of, well, I personally have been doing that for like hours, and I never noticed that. So what did I say about the person? It's like in episode 2, when there was a cloud of the caterpillar, and caterpillars have a very unfortunate shape in Kirby. You know, the little caterpillar characters, they have big eyes. It's a very Japanese design for an insect, right? And they're like this, and like fuzzy caterpillars, right? So yeah, when you're supposed to just have the shape of it, because it's you know, they're looking at shapes of the clouds and everything, you know, I mean, it's right? I didn't really care much. I knew that some people would be like, oh, wait a minute, but I didn't really care that much. That's the thing with me. I don't really care much. But eventually there was so many people saying that I kind of went back at him without even knowing the episode right after, episode 3. You know, because the thing is like, oh, you know, he's hiding penises in this. And it's like, no. That's a character in the series. And also, I don't hide stuff. If I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. Right there, check it out. And in episode 3, there's the other one during the full-on ZZ, right? Everybody's like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like, yeah. And the entire thing is just framed as, like, Adlen as me, my reaction to everybody coming to me saying like, "Oh, you drew a penis there," ha ha ha, and everybody being pretty much the general and odd one in this situation. But also as a way for me to say like, no, if I want to draw something, I'm gonna do it. I don't need to hide anything to be like, oh, I managed to sneak something here. The YouTube algorithm gods or whatever people want to use as an excuse to not make stuff won't detect that. It's like, no, dude, that's not the type of shit I draw, right? But I'm not above drawing that. If people believe that I'm scared, I'm just gonna hide that as a Easter egg, be like, oh, there's a pee-pee Easter egg. It's like, no, dude, there it is, front and center. Girth. There's even like a little like splash of paint near the tip. I mean, I don't want to get too graphic, but yeah, it was a way of me saying that no, I don't hide stuff. That was not the intention. But hey, if you want one, there it is. Now you can actually be mad at me for drawing peepees, right? ZZ streamer, yeah. but yeah. Maybe that looks weird. But it's just what it is. Yeah, that too. Sometimes yeah, there's a thing like that where you become desensitized to stuff. Oh. Yeah, I like really trying to translate some poses with the company as much as I can. Like better one, for example, when he's squatting. Where is he? Like, how do you make those characters squat like a thug, you know? Because they don't have legs to rest the arms on, you know? But I can kind of manage to get it across, I think, by having like the foot, like, you know. And then you maybe want to have them walk as if they have like their hands in their pockets, but they don't have pockets. So how do you do that? So maybe their hands on their hips like that. And while I'm sure it gets lost in translation, for me it gets to point across, right? Because that's not really a thing of when you walk, you usually flail your arms around and stuff, and swing your arms and all that. So having the arms stuck to like the side of the body like that kinda helps with this. It's not perfect. I'm sure there's better ways to do that, but I think for what I tried to do here, at least I tried, right? May not be perfect, and maybe some people don't really like understand the idea in the pose. But I'd rather just try that and go crazy with some poses with the company rather than just saying like, oh well, but Kirby never had that pose, so I'm not gonna try that. You know what I mean? It's like those characters, even though they're based on, you know, pre-existing characters, I think it's always good when you create a parody of something to try to master those characters and make them their own, or your own rather. It's your own version, so you can be more you can connect more with them and understand more how they would work, how they would move and everything, knowing how they behave in 3D space and all that. So yeah, I'm always trying to do different things, even with the facial expressions. Like you can tell that at the beginning, I didn't want the company's faces to be too different to Kirby's. Like I think in the first episode, the general's mouth is very small and tiny. Same thing for the odd one. I didn't want to push that too much because it's the thing, when you start something new with characters that already exist, you want people to be scared of, right? Even though, you know, the entire point of my thing is, hey, I'm doing my thing. If you don't like it, it's alright, but I'm just doing my thing for fun. Still, I didn't want to modify those characters too much, especially not with the company, because Kirby is very recognizable. You know, he has a small mouth and everything, and having them having different colors for their eyes and different personalities and attitudes and way to move and stuff was already a lot. So I didn't want to push that too hard. But as I got more comfortable with them, yeah, now they just have their own little thing. It's exactly the same thing you can see in Osamatsu, which is funny enough. The reason my characters now have this heart-shaped tongue thingy. It's like in the first season, you can still see that they wanted to follow the guidelines of them having a different face. But sometimes it's like kind of muddied. As opposed to, for example, season 4, where they all have their own different faces. You know, if you're familiar with the shows. 6 brothers, identical sextuplets. And then there was a new version with them as adults, as neats, parasites, losers. And the gimmick is that instead of just having Osamatsu, you know, the first one, and the others, now all of them have a different personality, a different iconic color, different look on their face. It's a thing of, oh, if you watch that for the first couple of episodes, you won't know who is who. But as soon as you finish the first season, yeah, you're familiar with all of them. You can recognize them with their silhouette. And this is pretty much what happened with this series as well. I eventually made the company my own little things. And he's gonna smile here. Check this out. It's very subtle. Trying to make it so that it's not too awkward, because I probably want to look away first, but I don't want it to be too quick, because if it's too quick, it's like he's shy because he's looking at him. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm looking. Hee oh, right. I want that to be more natural. Like, you know, hey, oh, what's up? Oh, type of thing. So maybe Cautious One should be a bit after. Not too much, because then it's gonna look like Cautious One, because Cautious One doesn't really emote much. So he's gonna look at him, and Pro One's gonna smile, and it's just gonna be this awkward long pause. Like, alright. And then he's gonna look away. No, I want that to be more sudden. Like they cannot agree, both of them, that it's time to look away. We've greeted each other. But I still want Pro One to be the first one to look away. Because if Pro One is the second one to look away here, this is gonna look like that. He shows up, He looks back, he smiles like, hey, what's up? Just one looks away like, and Prod 1 just like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? So I want Prod 1 to be the first one to look away. Like he knows that he got the point across. And then they both agree to just resume and listen to what Tootsie 1 has to say. You know what I mean? I could have made it this way to make it like awkward. But that's not what I want to do here, so I don't do that. Oy, oy, oy. What have I done? And I'm cheating right there. Don't tell anybody. It's a secret. Don't tell Carl. Don't tell Carl about this. Maybe... Yeah, more smooshed like that. Like, yep. Oh yeah, there we go. There it is. Can I cheat again? Let's cheat again. Let's do a double cheat. It's a secret between you and me. Yep, I can. And now I need another frame here to ease everything out. And it's gonna look better. Thank you, Lucas. Now I won't be able to unsee. Dang it. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Legit question though. That's a legit question. Oh. Wait. Oh, which one were you talking about? Like maybe the general in the back? With that looking like a chest? Oh yeah, yeah. That happens. That happens every Saturday. Don't you worry about that. Yeah. They got beefier. I don't know if that was because of the lag or anything, but I think it looks alright. Hang on. Oh no, Mario, what have I done? I think it looks better with the eyes forward. But then it doesn't look like he's looking at him, is it? I guess so. Yeah, you know what? Good enough. But then this eye needs to be like that. All right, good. It's very subtle. Like that's something no one is going to see, but you will. You will notice the little two frame change. You will know. Yeah, I don't know if the timing is all good because a bit laggy. All right, it's a color. Oh, but oh, forgot to change that to above. Oh, it's done. Tag, 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 beam, bada boom. There we go. Multi-frame editing. Everything is done. He's completed. That's 2%. Right? Bop, bop, bop. Projects. Scene 1. 20 out of 20. Done. 22 out of 100. Hang on. Don't do anything with the overlay real quick. I'm gonna... Should have updated that. There we go. Hey, Kiki, what's up? How you doing? You've just reached me finishing that. I was working on these two over there today. Made the others yesterday. That was fun. Yeah. Wait, no, was I also working on Cutesy One today? Yeah, I made Cutesy One 2 today. I made those three, right? I forgot. No, I did. I remember that. I did. I did those three. Those ones. Yesterday I did those three. And I also did another thing yesterday. And now this entire yeah, I mean it's a clip. It's not just yeah, I finished this shot here, which means that this entire clip is done. Like all of that. Everything over here is animated. Finished. I just have the backgrounds to do. They're already exported. Yes, yeah, it's finished. There's no percentage to do anymore. That's all of them. I'm really happy. Yeah. Hang on. Let me see. Because I want to stream tomorrow as well. So I want to see which parts I can do live. Alright. This one was fun to do. Deck. This one I will do. Alright. Enough of that. That part was fun. Deck. I don't want to show it too much because I still want things to still be a little secret. I guess that's enough. That I want to do that offline because it's a funny scene with the general and prod one. That is done. So I can do that. I can work on that tomorrow. They're gonna be pushing the remote. And then the general goes on. And he goes to you know, the power. There we go. Yeah, I remade the remote from episode 8. In 3D. Whoa. Why is it so dark? What's going on? Wait, what's the why is it so dark? Is it just as dark in the render view? I mean in the But for some reason this is really dark here. It seems dark, doesn't it? Why? I don't know. It's like there's this thunderstorm outside. Huh. Yeah, it's more like it. The sun. Where is the sun? I don't even see the sun. It's so light. Pew, 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 pew. Anyways, yeah, he's gonna go on this button. Right? And then they're all gone. He's gonna go here to turn the TV on, and it's gonna be like, all right, fellas, so let's go. Give me some numbers. And they're all talking at once, like, oh, all of those numbers are references, or just things that make sense. Like 10 because there's 10 of the company. 96 because Hal, it's Hal's number, you know. 92, that's when the first game of, you know, Kirby released. 13 because of course Glum 1 would go for 13. 725 because 725. That one I really like. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. It's all odd digits because this is odd one here. So odd one only suggests odd digits. So he's gonna have 2 bubbles too because he's more enthusiastic than the others, and he's gonna suggest a lot when the general just wants a suggestion for what channel to be on. So of course odd one would have multiple, but it's just odd digits, which is really funny. Cautious one is rational. He knows that what they're looking for is between 0 and 200, so he goes like 77 because 7 lucky 7 green. His theme is kind of folkloric sounding, you know. I like to have this thing with cautious one, with luck and everything. So 7. Also, you could say yeah, he's green and everything. Just like Glum 1. Glum 1's eyebrows and mouth kind of look like a 3 always. And 13 is just perfect because, you know, it's an unlucky number, and that's Glum 1. But also because there's a 3 in it. So yeah, it's all a bunch of little things. I don't expect the people to get them all, but I'm sure people are gonna either know. I don't think this one, because I think only 2 people in episode 4 noticed the 86555 in the back. Maybe this one. Maybe people know that 92 because Kirby was created in 92. I mean, released in 92. I don't think the others will get it, but you will know. Hey, Blip, what's up? How you doing? No, I don't want any haha funny meme numbers or shit. Like, I would sooner fucking like kill myself on stream before I do that, to be honest with you. I like them. I like those suggestions over there. And Pro 1 is gonna give more suggestions too. But yeah, they all suggest something, and the general is like, like this one is better. And he goes like, quiet. Pro 1? And Pro 1's like, oh, wait. And then there's this part right there. Pro 1 is like, this number. So the general tries it. It's like, nah, doesn't work. It's like, oh, I mean, this number instead. Tries it. No, I mean this one. It's like we start bleeding at the mouth. It's like, nah, I meant this one. Of course, it doesn't work. He goes like, and then there's sword in his ass. And then later on, over there, you have a shot of the TV. It's gonna scroll to different channels, and then it's just have one with his sword in his butt still. Yeah. I have a little thing here. While they're looking, Kitsuwan's gonna be like cheering for him while these two watch. And there's one showing up and like, yeah, you can do it. And there's a little fans over there. And that is based on the flag in episode 8, the company flag. You know, at the end of the episode when they're marching, Lost One is holding a flag that has this logo on it. So it's a little thing. You know, it's their logo, it's the company. But yeah, I like this part. I think it's very funny. Like emotional ego damage. And he just pulls back and in general just looking at him like, yeah, like that. Doing fantastic. The carpal tunnel is as good as over. Finally been tattooing now, having a blast. That's cool. That's really good to hear. I'm happy about that finally being done. Hell yeah. I'm doing good. Just, you know, the usual. Whatever. Trying to survive. Struggling. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know, maybe I'll work on that tomorrow here, over there. That doesn't require too much. It's just gonna be each of them saying something. It's more of a, it takes time because there's a lot of them rather than it takes time because they have a lot going on. You know what I mean? But anyways, I also want to work on that barrel and that crate for the tech demo as well. I want to remake them. And also I need to go to bed early because I go, you know, I want to wake up early tomorrow. I have to shave and stuff to go to the burger thing with my friend and all that. Yes. Yeah, I'll try to survive. All right. Yesterday, was it yesterday? When was the last? No, yesterday. I didn't stream yesterday. Before. Last time we raided Dream. I think I wanted to raid Curry this time. Curry is actually doing Earth. I think she's working on a little Clefairy commission drawing. I think I don't know if it's a commission. I don't want to say anything wrong, right? That's not the. You didn't see that. Stop that. You didn't see anything. Did you? Fuck! Stop! There you go. Yeah. Oh, thank you, mate. It's good to know that you're feeling better now. So it's good to see you, mate. But yeah, let's go see what Corey's up to. All right. And I'll be back tomorrow. Think early, just like today. I don't know how. Just follow me on Blue Sky and stuff to know when I'm live. Okay, bye.